What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV. In this video, we're going to talk about 5 things that you will not see come to the Galaxy S22 Ultra. Now, there's been rumors, there's been leaks, and hey, maybe I'll be wrong in some of these things, and I'll be gladly wrong if I am, but ultimately, I don't think I will be, and I think these are going to be the 5 things you won't see that you maybe think you're going to see, but again, I don't think you will. So with that said, let's jump into this video. The first one being micro SD card expansion. We haven't seen it in the last few phones from Samsung, especially on their upper tier phones. They don't have it on the Z Fold line. They don't have it on the Z Flip line. They don't have it on the Galaxy S21 phones. And we're not going to see it in the Galaxy S22 phones either. Why? It's probably a mixture of them wanting you to buy more storage, to pay more for your phone. It's probably because they don't think a lot of people ultimately use it versus the greater percentage of people that buy the phone. It's also probably due to the fact that it has something to do with water resistance and keeping the phone cheaper to make it. All those things would probably carry in a factor of why they will not carry the micro SD card expansion over to the Galaxy S22 Ultra phone. For me, not a big deal. I don't need it. I don't need it. I mean, like, how much storage do you actually need that you can't just offload your photos to the cloud or save them somewhere else? Or, I mean, I would guarantee most people don't run out of storage. I mean, I know you can download games and everything else, but ultimately, I would highly doubt most people need SD card expansion. I know some people do, but the greater percentage of people probably don't. And I don't think you're gonna see it, and I haven't even heard any rumors anyway that they're going to have it, so count that as a no. Speaking of storage, a lot of people want 1 terabyte or more of storage. I just don't see it happening again, or even probably in the near future for Samsung phones. I think they want to keep their phones relatively inexpensive. I think when you get into those upper echelons of storage amounts, people just see the price tag and are completely turned off by it. So I can't see it happening on the Galaxy S22 Ultra. You know, them releasing a 1 terabyte phone or 1.5 terabyte or 2 terabyte version of the phone. I know in the past they did with a Galaxy phone, it was the Note 10 or something, that had the 1 terabyte of storage. I don't think that's going to happen again, especially with the rising prices of chips, because those are in short supply, and other supplies as well being in short supply and in overall demand, big demand. I don't think we're going to see it. I think the top slot for storage for the S22 Ultra will be 512 gigabytes. I think the base will be 128 gigabytes. I also think you'll see a 256 gigabyte version of the phone. And I think, again, it's going to be because of over demand. I think it's going to be to keep the prices relatively competitive to their competition. And I don't think the audience really needs, the greater portion of the audience needs 1 terabyte or more. Cameras. Now, we've heard rumors that there was potentially going to be a 200 megapixel camera lens on the back of the Galaxy S22 Ultra. We've since heard rumors that it's probably not going to come true, that it will still have a very similar camera design, especially megapixels, to this phone, the Galaxy S21 Ultra, and it might even use the same exact cameras overall with just enhanced software features that will probably also ultimately come to this phone, the S21 Ultra, as well. So don't expect 200 megapixels. You should expect 108 megapixels. You should also expect that 100x zoom when you're taking photos or videos. You should also, I would expect, I don't think we're going to see a huge change in the quality of the photos with this phone versus the S22 Ultra phone. I just don't think it's going to happen. I think we're going to see very similar results, maybe picked up, eked up a very small amount on the S22 Ultra. Nothing to probably want to upgrade over, thinking you're missing out on that. So I don't think you'll have to worry too much about the cameras overall in terms of them being a massive upgrade over the S21 Ultra. Next up is the Exynos 2200/AMD cooperation, where potentially this AMD graphics integration with that Exynos processor is going to create a massive, big performance boost, especially with gaming on the S22 Ultra. Now, I'm going to make a couple of guesses. I'm going to guess that AMD integration into that Exynos 2200, especially for gaming, I would put money down, and I'll be gladly wrong. And so don't think I'm just saying this because I'm being a hater. I'd be gladly wrong with this. I just don't think we're gonna see massive gains. If it even launches with the phone, because we've heard rumors also that all the phones for the S22 Ultra are in line of phones are just gonna have the Snapdragon 898 or some kind of Snapdragon processor in them and not have the Exynos at all. But if we still see an Exynos version with the 2200, and even if it still has the AMD graphics in there, I would not be expecting any huge boost of performance, have it be with just regular performance or even graphics. I think it's gonna be very similar to every other Android processor that's high-end on the market, from Snapdragon to the old Exynos. I think you'll see a slight bump. I don't think you're gonna see huge gains. Also, to add on to that, the people that are getting the Snapdragon 898 when that comes out for the S22 Ultra, I don't think you'll see even huge performance gains over the 888 on the S21 Ultra. I think it'd be very, very small, 15% at most. But I think it'll settle into that 5 to 10%. Nothing huge, nothing that's gonna be drastically seen on this phone versus the new phone. And the fifth thing I don't think we're gonna see / upgrade is gonna be price. I don't think you're gonna see a massive price drop, if any. This phone came out, a 128 gig version came out at $1199. Now, they do have the S22 and S22 Plus. Those should be under $1,000, but I don't think we're gonna see a huge drop with this, if any, again. I mean, would I be surprised if they got it down to $1,000? Yes and no. I think more yes, I'd be a little bit more surprised due to the fact that they have the S22 and S22 Ultra, and if they drop the S22 Ultra line down to $1,000, what are those other phones gonna be priced at? That'd have to be pretty low for people to even consider those phones. So I still think, at the end of the day, I think we're gonna see $1199 on the S22 Ultra phone. Maybe $1099, but I really think it's gonna be $1199. If it drops down, I think the most it's gonna drop down is $1099 to compete with the iPhone. I don't think they can reach that Pixel 6 Pro phone price of $899. It's asking too much, especially with all the other phones that they have coming out at the very, very same time. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments down below what you don't expect to see on the Galaxy S22 Ultra phone in the comments down below. We'll see you guys down the road.